A boy in Wisconsin shatters the Tetris world record. Moments later, halfway across the world, the Iron Curtain falls. Is it merely coincidence, or is there perhaps a force in gaming so powerful that it can actually affect the outcome of world affairs? Join me, Adam West, on a voyage of discovery on achieving the glow, presented by EB Games and Jeep. Howdy, I'm Adam West. Welcome to the second episode of Achieving the Glow, presented by EB Games and Jeep. Our five-part journey to the outer limits of human comprehension. On August 8th, the focus of the game nation will rest squarely on G4ia, G4's soon-to-be landmark bender that will honor the year's best and brightest achievements in games with its esteemed Glow Awards. But lest you consume yourselves with a material gratification offered by an industry accolade, allow me to shed some light on a little-known secret. The Glow is not just an award. It's a state of being, a mental destination of unsurpassed brilliance, a complex network of neural impulses firing through the synapses of the brain, and a sensory mouthwash to gamers looking to cleanse the mind palate. Essentially, the Glow is a giant fruit roll-up of life's richest ingredients packed in a Captain America lunchbox. But as you're about to see, so many have yet to be nourished.
The Glow? On what? What the hell are you talking about, the Glow?
The Glow, is that a cartoon character or something?
The glow is after you've had made good love and you get up in the morning.
The glow on my face?
Oh, yes, gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Yes, I had heard a glow.
In light of these misfires, it seems that a brief history lesson is in order. To understand the Glow, one must turn back to ancient Japan, 1796 to be exact, where peasant farmer Tetsuo Yatsukmi took the annual Rickshaw Olympics by storm, shattering a 76-year-old record by more than 40 lengths. Yatsukmi later attributed his success to a burst of superhuman strength, during which time he said he actually felt his brain glowing. Subsequently, others began achieving this higher level of functionality. Builders erected Buddha statues at superhuman speed, monks fell into worshiping frenzies, and gardeners shaped the lands effortlessly. Over the years, it seems this ancient force has found its way up the timeline and into the lap of technology. Yes, my friends, it appears as if the Glow has penetrated your game-playing sphere. And with that in mind, there remains only one question. Are you content to offer a blank face when someone brings up the Glow? Or are you ready to embrace a higher plane of mental thought? Only time will tell. Achieving the Glow entails learning the ins and outs of 5 specific steps. And over the course of today's program, I'll show you in detail how to master each one. To aid you in the learning process, we've enlisted the help of a particular sector of the gaming public for each of our 5 shows, from actors to athletes to developers who've achieved this otherworldly state of being. Today, we pull back the curtain on career occupation number 1 for every pubescent boy that ever dared to dream. Rock star, AKA musician. A musician without an instrument is like Jenna Jameson at any given minute, butt naked. If you can see the importance of having the right equipment, the same holds true with video games. With that in mind, these musicians discuss how to get the gear.
When we go on tour, we take all three systems, or whatever comes out, we'll probably grab that too.
I have two sons who love playing. I've got like all formats, like PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Sega.
We usually have a PS2 and an Xbox on our tour bus, which we use very frequently.
My gaming situation is in my traveling bag and on the road, because I live on the road.
We got the VCR, we got the DVD, the satellite. What else could you want?
You got your mad memory cards, you got your mad games, you got your flat screen TV.
And I have Sega in my truck as well. I got little TV screens in the headrest, and they sit back there just going berserk.
I had the original PlayStation, and when the new one came out, it was the logical choice just to upgrade so that I could play the old games and the new.
We also have an entertainment center in our dressing room, which has a PS2 in it.
It really don't matter what the environment is, just as long as I got this component so I could work and play, I'm good.
But now they have the internet, the DSL, where you don't even have to be at a person's house, which is kind of one of the best things about playing video games now, because if I can get online and play somebody in New York, go in the chat room, which is people in New York that play Madden or NBA Live.
Once musicians outfit themselves with the requisite gear, they then need a space in which to play. For most, this starts as a garage donated by a parent or loved one. So that begs the following question. How do musicians prepare the environment in which they play games?
When you have surround sound, you could hear things behind you, just as if you were, actually in the game. You hear something coming up behind you, sometimes you gotta look back and just make sure there's nothing really there.
Well, since I like to play those type of horror flicks, the lights gotta be off and the TV has to be up. And, because I need to be in there. And, once I start playing, there's been a lot of times where I had to turn the light back on, at least a night light. Tell my kids, I'm gonna need this for a couple hours. Daddy's scared.
I think to create the right environment, you have to have awesome sound, loud.
But it's also really, really helpful. I almost don't like playing during the day. The darker, the better, so you can immerse yourself in a little virtual world.
I prefer my bed. I prop up a couple of pillows, and I just lean back, and the screen's right there.
And that's why I like that controller, and listening on headphones is really loud, because then again, you don't hear any of this outside space. That's just taking you one level in to that game. And if you close your eyes, you're inside, you know what I mean?
Well, the first two steps involve the surroundings. The next requires you to look within yourself. When we come back from the break, we'll explain why step 3 hurts so good. Plus, we'll check in with our featured gamer, Tori Mel. Can a mysterious feng shui enchantress lead him down the path of righteousness, or will she leave him hanging out to dry? Find out when Achieving the Glow returns. Welcome back. I'm Adam West, and you're watching Achieving the Glow, presented by EB Games and Jeep, a journey to the outer limits of human comprehension. We get back into the flow of the glow by matching paces again with former non-gamer Tori Mel. If you'll remember, last we left him, Tori had just entered the ranks of the Game Nation by outfitting himself with some impressive gear. But all is not in order at home. As you just found out, the second step to achieving the glow involves preparing the perfect playing environment. So let's find out if the mysteries of Feng Shui can help Tori find a better way to play in another installment of Tori's Tale.
My name is Katie Allgaier, and I'm a Feng Shui consultant. Feng Shui is really about the flow of qi, which is the word for energy. Everything in feng shui is based on the bagua, which this is a bagua mirror. And it represents the 8 different areas. In feng shui terms, when you have a lot of clutter in your home, that interrupts the qi and the energy. I'm really excited today because I'm going to meet Tori.
Feng shui, feng shui.
He wants to take his gaming to new heights.
What do I do?
Well, first I'd like to just, if you want to sit down
yes.
with me, and I just want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Okay, Tori, what I'd like to do is first, before I really examine and analyze your space, I'd like to know what's going well in your life.
Working on achieving the glow is going great.
But I don't know what the glow is, so I'm
The
not
glow
sure
is
enough
that
to
special feeling inside when everything else around me is gone and there's nothing but what is in front of me. That is the glow.
What I'd like to do is help you clear out some of the clutter so that the glow has enough room and space to freely flow.
I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to do it.
All right, let's do it. A few things that I see right away is clutter, clutter, clutter.
This is next to the love and relationship area. Is that bad, or should I move it?
This is the one area that's very neat and clean.
Because I have nothing to do with it. I just saw Crazy Gideon. He hooked me up with an Xbox and a PlayStation 2, okay? And so I've put them over here. Here's my Xbox down in this corner.
Guess what?
What?
Having your box there from Crazy Gideon.
Yes!
is perfect. It's perfect. That means that this is in a really good place.
With the TV and the Xbox, I'm feng shuied brilliantly in that.
Let's say you lucked out. Tori, what do you think?
It feels lighter, it feels less cluttered, it just feels, it is less cluttered, it just feels good, it feels open, everything feels right. I'm gonna hang my bagua mirror right now, and there it is. Feeling good. Achieving the glow.
Acquiring the gear and setting it up in a way that pleases you is important, but where achieving the glow is concerned, it's equally necessary to play in the right frame of mind. That's why we ask our musical guests to step outside their normal boundaries and into ours as they explain how to prepare the body and mind before they start to play.
We start to make some exercise because
warm up. When I let go, I'm speaking for me. When I let go, it's perfectly fine. I mean, my beard won't be cut. I look like Grizzly Adams, and it's just all good. People are screaming like, Grizzly, touch me. So it's just, it flows better for me like that.
I prepare my body in a way where I put Band-Aids on my thumbs because I push really hard, I get so intense, and then I get blisters.
we eat a lot and sometimes we drink cerveza.
In LA, we have a place called Tommy's Burgers. It's the best burger, chili, like mess. It's a mess, but it's the best. You get that, you get a nice stomach ache, and then you play Resident Evil for a couple hours.
A state that allows you to maybe get rid of the other states that your brain might be in or your mind is in that would keep you from doing stuff or keep you from having fun or keep you concerned about stuff that maybe isn't as important as just enjoying the moment.
The fourth crucial part to achieving the glow has you, the re-inspired gamer with new vision and clarity, playing to win, i.e. doing whatever it takes to come out on top. Here's how musicians get the gaming edge.
And to be honest with you, I'd be competitive against a 5-year-old. I don't care. Like, whoever I'm playing, I want to win.
When you getting whooped on, that's the last thing you want to hear, somebody talking trash.
Oh, your daddy! There's something exciting about the guy that comes in with a loud mouth and gets everybody all riled up. It adds an element of showmanship to the gaming.
Ah! Deal with him, Kobe! You can't even score when there ain't no damn D on you. Show him how it's going down, bruh. 14-7, it ain't looking sexy for you out there, Jersey.
When he win, because it's not a lot, he got the bass in the glory. He got to go to the restroom, look in the mirror.
We do talk trash, and if you suck, you're gonna hear it.
Oh, baby! 3-1 with
I always admire and ultimately respect the quiet, you know, the stoic individual who walks in and you know, picks up his controller and just goes to work, and then when the dust settles, he's already gone. You know what I mean? Just, whoa, who was that dude?
There was this guy named Keith. Everybody used to beat him. He was the doormat of Madden in that league. Everybody just walked all over him. And one day he had the glow, because he glowed on my ass.
I won!
Few things in life are more satisfying than winning. Could perhaps one of them be our fifth step? Or am I blowing a billowy plume of smoke up your collective bottoms? Join us after the break and find out. Plus, get all the inside scoop on G4ia, a cataclysmic throwdown of undefined party proportions. Coming up when Achieving the Glow returns. Welcome back to Achieving the Glow, presented by EB Games and Jeep. I'm Adam West, and as we advance on our voyage of discovery, the end goal is within spitting distance. But before you reach back for a mighty wallop of projectile saliva, let's take a moment and shift our attention. As you know, during G4ia, we'll be honoring some of the year's best video games. But while we may be handing out the awards, deciding who gets them is your job. All summer long, you'll have the opportunity to visit an EB Games and cast your vote for the games of your choice. And during each of our Achieving the Glow specials, we're going to profile a new category. Since today's episode is dedicated to musicians, we asked some gamers to opine on the nominees in the Best Soundtrack category. Here's what they had to say.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 should definitely win Best Soundtrack. It has a lot of cool songs from a lot of my favorite artists. They did a really good job on the soundtrack.
Best Soundtrack, Vice City. It was 80s music. It had, 7 different soundtracks. You couldn't beat it.
Best Soundtrack. I'd have to say that the best soundtrack that I've heard this year would have to be Kingdom Hearts. Squaresoft has their favorite composers that they like to use, and they use a new one for Kingdom Hearts. But everything sounds great. The opening title, the pop music, the background music. You need great music to have a great game, and Kingdom Hearts is definitely it.
Kingdom Hearts soundtrack, too cutesy, it's Disney.
For best soundtrack, definitely Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. It's the only one that has punk in it. It's really great stuff.
And now it's time to reveal the fifth and final step on the path to consummate wisdom and gaming brilliance: enlightenment. Traditionally, rock stars have had no problem reaching new states of enlightenment. But since we're not discussing the kind of elevated state that arrives from the consumption of Class A pharmaceuticals, this fifth step does not come as an easy pill to swallow. Rather, our enlightenment comes with that first breakthrough, that moment when you finally crossed over to the other side and have approached the gateway to the glow. Here, our musically inclined guests recount their ethereal gaming experiences.
When you get into a zone or when you achieve the glow, it's effortless.
There's been times where I've been playing Madden against somebody and everything's working, and it's like, that's when you really think the computer's fixed. You know, you just feel like it's too easy right now.
Once I get in that zone and I start playing, it's like, I actually sit there sometime and think, man, this game is too easy.
Depending on what kind of party we're having, when everyone's hanging around, we can really zone into the game, you know? It's really kind of awesome because they go into a zone. You know, it's almost like their own world, you know what I mean? And it's almost like a virtual reality, so to speak. They kind of fall into it.
I mean, I think that's the point of games. It's like you just completely are in your TV screen, and it's not necessarily healthy, but sometimes it can be good.
Yeah, video games are great for releasing anger. They're great, unbelievable. I'm telling you, afterwards, I'm like, did I just have sex or play video games?
It comes in a lot of games, that glow feeling is like. And then with boxing, I already knew I was gonna win. It didn't matter who you pulled out.
I slipped into the glow when I bought Max Payne because I could not put that thing down. Like, I would wake up in the morning, like, waiting to play Max Payne. I had to finish. I finished it in a week.
I wasn't thinking about the problems that happened yesterday. I wasn't thinking about what I was going to do the next day when so-and-so happened. I was only there, loving that energy that was going on, that electric, explosive, ecstasy, and just feeding off of it,
Once you've achieved enlightenment, Grasshopper, you have at last achieved the glow, and your life may never be the same again. Of course, if you're not exactly capable of elevating yourself to that mental latitude, you can always opt to just plain party. On August 8th, at a Hollywood location that is currently being held under lock and key, the eye of the gaming hurricane will touch down in the form of G4ia, a celebration of the video game lifestyle, featuring appearances by your favorite celebrities and performances from your favorite rock stars. What does it look like when the video game nation gets together for a party? Take a look and find out.
G4 presents G4ia, a mega gaming celebration coming your way on August 8th. Your favorite stars will be there.
We're gonna go party.
Holla! Along with the newest builds of upcoming games. G4ia's Glow Awards will celebrate the industry's best.
I don't like to lose, ever.
And live bands will rock all night long. G4ia, elevating the video game lifestyle to a higher level.
If you can't be there in person, and chances are that you won't, we invite you to join us in spirit by tuning in to G4 and watching from the comfort of your living room. In the meantime, join us next time on Achieving the Glow as we profile the actor's voyage to discovery. Until then, I'm Adam West, reminding you to never underestimate the power of your brain. I'll see you next time on Achieving the Glow.
Feng Shui, look out!
Achieving a glow of sorts here. A healthy glow from the perspiration.
Ah! Around the back, 180 dunk? What are you talking about, Ice? I'm not losing on TV. Oh!
Your first kill.
All right, now I'm done. I'm not satisfied.
Are you achieving the glow right now?
I'm achieving a strong glow.